and then stop.
Okay.
And I'll do kind of like this so you can see.
All right.
I'll tell you to pick it
Continue.
up.
Okay, so...
Okay, thank you. So,
Alright, yeah. So this is the basic, like I said, this is for one valve. Basic little ladder diagram function. Yeah, go ahead. Just don't start snoring, okay?
I'll put you on the record.
I know.
So if you wanted to run two valves at the same time, basically you just draw a line, grab everything,
Just highlight it.
you can copy it, copy and paste
Wow.
right
There
there.
it is.
See, and now if you
You have another. You
so
have
you've
another
got
node.
that, you move it around.
You have another node.
So basically, I just added another set of valves, changed the variables, and now you're working on two valves instead of one.
So you can physically put it in there. You
Yeah,
can physically and identify the valve.
yeah.
Oh.
So that's how you would do multiple valves. Is basically you just run two different lines on the same ladder diagram that don't connect with each other. So I'm going to delete that because I don't want this program to. I really need to open.
PLC. What does it mean by PLC?
Programmable logic control.
Oh.
So,
Right.
yeah, so let's just here it is. This is the one that has multiple valves. So, basically we took it and see we have X1 input. So it's set up the exact same way, only when you get to this point, you're turning on two different valves at the same time. So, now, you could have like, okay, say instead of having this valve on and this valve off, so you double click on it, change it to reset instead of set, and that would be this valve on, this valve off. And it'll continue on through its program. Now when it comes to the input sensors, you only really need one sensor to tell the function block that it's done its job. So I'm going to set this back to set. So even though you might have multiple sensors hooked up on the individual actuators, or with the actual water valves, there's no sensors. So it would just be this relay on, this relay off, this valve on, this valve off. And you just basically follow it, and it reads like normal, left to right, top to bottom. So after it turns this valve on, and sets the contact, says okay, this works, does the timer, leaves them on, turns those two valves back off, and then back and forth. So it's exactly the same as the other one, only you're branching off. And you do this with the pencil. You just take the pencil and you draw a little line. You go from here over down, and so stuff like that. Escape, get rid of the pencil, delete those. So it's pretty simple stuff. Once you get to know how it works. And like I said, Jimmy Rayad, he's really great with this, and he knows exactly what we're trying to accomplish. And if you have any questions, you can either call me or call him, and one of the two of us can do it. So this one actually has two different timers. So you got one timer, resets these valves. So this one is set up so that it turns two valves on for 2 seconds, then turns them off. And it turns two other valves on for 2 seconds, turns them off. Finishes that loop, counts it, and then resets it back to the relay. So it loops back and forth.
All right.
So now you write these programs, right? Yay, okay, I got a program. Okay, you wrote all this stuff. You go up here, it's this little check mark. You see that? Click on that, and it checks the program to make sure that there's no errors. So what you want to see is 0 errors, 0 warnings. Okay, cool, awesome. If there's something wrong, it'll pop up and then it'll highlight it in red. Say this contact wasn't ready, and it'll highlight it, and now you know you got a problem. So you've written your program, you've checked your program, everything's cool, everything's beautiful and wonderful. Now you're going to go to online mode. Now it's communicating with the PLC. Okay, everything's on.
Blink, 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 blink.
Okay, now it's saying that it has not compiled, okay, which is fine. I haven't compiled anything. So what you do is go here, compile all, compile your program. Close
It
that.
doesn't have any data yet, right? Yeah, when you
Actually,
what's gonna happen?
it actually has some data in it, but that's all right. Turn this from run to program. Now you see the LED right here? There's a couple LEDs on here. One program, one run. Okay? Now, when you're in online mode, this little button right here will will switch that between. So if you click it,
Yeah.
now it's in run mode, and you'll see it here on the PLC. It's in run mode. Click it again, it's in program mode.
Okay.
Now you want it in program mode to download programs to it, not in run mode. So now you've got it all compiled, it's in program mode. You go to here, download program code to the PLC. So you click that, and now it downloaded everything to the PLC. So this program went to the PLC. Now you see, you're still in online mode, and you're